Chuck Harper, and he definitely is a runner. They've had that car in the shop all winter long doing testing, and he is ready and willing to take it off here. Then we see driver number 13, and that is Randy Wilson. Randy Wilson, a real go-getter in the number 13 car.
Moving back into the next row with the 7 automobile. That'll be Dave Groves. Dave Groves in that automobile. On the outside will be the 37 car. That is Mike Hawkins.
Hey, Mike Benedum now comes along in the next row in the number 25 car. And driver number 14 is Gary Dalton. Gary Dalton on the outside. 94 season. It's going to be a hot, hot summer. This is going to no doubt be a hot, hot race. I can wager to say that most of you folks can already just shed the jacket and the sweatshirts. We're going to heat things up here at Interstate.
Definitely, you know, I tell you, these 2,300 pounds, 700 horsepower late model automobiles, they're going to put all the power on the ground here tonight. Looks like we're going to take one indication being given to the field as the Anthony Chevrolet Cadillac Geo Pace car pulls up very quickly on the field. We're set to go now as the field picks up. Looks like the flagman giving the take one indication for the last time, trying to get the temperature gauges up on these automobiles. A lot of cars running alcohol this evening, having a little bit of problem getting the heat in the motor. Alcohol makes them run cooler. A lot of these drivers are all on alcohol for the horsepower.
Petey, I'm watching driver number 65. You can see the whites of his eyes here at the small oval here at Interstate Speedway. And he has a killer instinct in his eyes. That is number 65, Doug Hall. And he wants definitely his first feature win here in the 1994 season.
Well, Doug Hall sitting in a good spot up front. That's where you want to be. Ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention now to turns 3 and 4. We're ready to go late model racing. Down the back chute they come. Everyone knows the tell. Here they come. Here they come out of 3 and 4. Green flag is out. We're underway. Green flag clock.
Okay, it's calling to turn number 1. He did take a whole shot. Number 53 car handling on the outside. That is in Scotland. Down outside the racetrack. And number 55 car coming up on the inside. That was Chuck Counter shot, Petey.
Mike Smith really sideways going down the back chute. Safety, like you were pointing out. Doug Hall and Jim Hill.
Now coming out of turn number 4. He's trying to go side by side with Hall. Hall makes it in. Turns number 1 and 2. It's Hall again. Now back in number 3 like the B1 car. That's Hall with the winner. He's back in number 4 position. Here we go.
It's Jim Hill decided to take the low side of the Speedway. He wanted to waste no time to try to overhaul Doug Hall. Good run for the B1 car.
Gets this car dialed in, he definitely can be a contender. We'll also watch out for the B1 car of Paul Wilson Jr. And here we go.
Back in the lead condition. Paul Wilson stated a little bit earlier, actually his best run is moving up to the late model race this year. Once the inside, here comes Smith. In the 4th spot.
Attention out leader. Paul now is taking the inside line. Yes, this force go along the outside. What happens is we're hitting one of the B the whole time. tremendous damage to that car. Cautions are out due to the accident there in turn number 4. But this time,
tricky. Watch the cone on the back chute. They cannot pass till they get past the cone. Now, if Tim Hitt decides to pick up the throttle right there, this is something new in 1994 here. Each car must go by the cone on the outside. It is a very good start that time, Tim. We're underway.
Okay, right over S1, that is Smith. He did shoot right up into number 2 ride. And Smith has moved up into number 2 position. His next victim is Hitt. He's putting him down into his sights as they come out of turn 3 and 4, and the cautions are back out. A problem on the raceway.
Well, it looks like that the
Opening night, always a lot of fun, no matter what racetrack you're at around the country. So we're ready to go. We're going to get the green flag is out, and Hitt now holds number 1 position. Here comes Smith now. The number 1 S-car, Mike Smith, moves up into number 2 car, 2 right, and does the hole. Smith back there on the inside. Ready to go.
It's got a lot of horsepower, that Corvette racing engine. I tell you, Smith has got a lot of straightaway speed. Car hooking up also on the corner. I tell you, Tim Hitt is going to hold this thing off.
He's looking at Doug Hall. Doug Hall knows he has to hold off Triple H. Neon 20 cars. He goes up on the outside. Still Smith as they come out of turn 3 and 4. Smith sitting back trying to play his chess game to the best of his ability and this 25-lap marathon here tonight.
Well, you know, Harper, always a driver that seems to get a good start. This 25-lap Harper, always very, very quick. What happens is Harper can carry the momentum on the 25-lap. Smith is starting to close that valuable real estate in between him and his first place car. Looking back in the third, it's Doug Hall, fourth, John Harper, fifth, Doug Ford, 56, sixth, 55, John Patterson, 13, Mark Rankles, gets across the halfway mark. Century Mark coming on the other side.
Okay, now we're back to the inside of the racetrack. Inside the racetrack, we've got a spin. Turn number 2 for number 1 and 2. And that is the 65 car of the ball, who was the leader in the early going. It is now spun in turns number 1 and 2. And
Flags are up, we're ready to go. Good battle between Hitt, Smith, and Harper. It's going to come down. They push the throttle and we're underway.
okay, out of the chute they come. It is still Hitt holding on number 1 position. And Smith trying to get on the inside. It's Smith and Harper. Harper now back in number 2 line. Smith now coming down through the racetrack. Moving on the one side of the racetrack. You can see him going up and down, trying to get some traction, trying to maneuver those automobiles. We're at Interstate Speedway. Hitt still holds on to number 1 position. It is Smith and Harper back into number 2 line. Right to the 56 and driving to the 56 rack. Is Doug Hall. Number 4 position. Moving down to 5 and 6 position. Meanwhile, Hitt still holds on to that number 1 position over Smith.
Great run by Doug Ford. Morgantown was to get that shifted bloody car. One around the ball, flag on the as he's got a good run. Notice how everyone is heading down the inside of the racetrack. Earlier laps, everyone was on the high side. Everyone's looking for that point, looking for that tackle on the racetrack. Everyone driving down the inside. Watch the line that Tim Hitt is running right down the inside.
Well, the longer this race goes, the better off he is because everyone is. It's the racetrack that's turning into more of a one-liner here. The late going is 25 laps. So Hitt appears to be our number 1 driver here as he continues on through the very late going. 25-lap race. Move out the lead car. Smith now back into number 2 line. Harper now putting on the gas. And the last push there will try to move him some. Meanwhile, driver number 56, that is Hitt. Number 4 position. He's not happy with that driver. He'll take it on the left. Driver number 13 sits back into number 5 spot. That is Frankie Wilson. Put together a tremendous ride. Meanwhile, out of turns number 3 and 4, number 1 car. It's good. That is Todd Lane going sideways just to prevent the caution flag from coming out here in the late going.
Chuck Harper now is finally getting striking distance of the S1 car. Smith Harper now trying Smith on the outside. Caution flag comes out as Todd Lane, Lane's car over the back backstretch. On the backstretch, the one automobile of Todd Lane bringing out our third, I do believe our third caution dares. He's got to go on the outside. Tim Hitt hugging the inside of the Speedway. Definitely Hitt is not going to pull off no sneaky moves.
But in the motorcycling industry, we often see the number 1 and 2 drivers or riders getting elbow to elbow, and the number 3 driver ends up winning the race. Let's see what's going to happen as Hitt comes out of the barrel. Hitt now on the number 1 position. Smith still back into number 2. Smith trying to pick up on the outside. Here comes Harper down on the inside and all there. Here they come. Hitt, Smith, Harper, Horton, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yellow flag, caution lights are out once again. The tomato patch over there. Advantage of this caution more than anybody else is he can sit back and try to think if Smith does this, then I'll do that, and so forth and so on. Green flags are out, and here we go.
Tim, I tell you what, he picked up the throttle very quickly that time. The time before he let him get into 3 and 4, then picked up the throttle. He picked up the throttle.
And there we go.
It looks like Smith getting out of control.
That's no question about it. Horton got the worst of it, but Harper now moves into the number 2 ride. Smith now sits back to number 3. There's great paint in turn number 1 and 2. It's Hitt and Harper. Harper double zero car. He is trying to get into the number 1 position as there's about 6, 7 laps remaining as they come down the straightaway. Hitt trying to hold off the double zero car. High on the outside. Harper trying to get in. He stays down low and slams the north. Smith, meanwhile, sits back into the number 3 drive. And the caution flags are out due to the number 56 car. Car number 13, who has just been trying to make its way up here. Here comes Hitt now. Hitt and Harper Smith. 1, 2, and 3 as they come down the straightaway. Inside of turn number 1 and 2. Harper trying to get on the inside. And we've got a 3-car pile in turn number 1. So we didn't get a lap in. We'll just line them up, just set his ducks in a row here for the final 7 laps here in this 25-lap main event. Hitt and Harper. 1 and 2, and here comes Hitt now. He just got past the cone and chopped down on it. Out of turn number 4 down the straightaway. It's Hitt, Harper, and Smith. Going 1, 2, 3. Harper now trying to get on the inside, and Smith got too much smoke for him. Here comes Smith. Smith back to the number 3 position. It is Hitt, Harper, and Smith. Still 1, 2, and 3. As we finally get the number 18 lap in. We're going to go sideways. Harper trying to get on the outside, trying to get back to it. Trying to straighten him up, and Harper now gets across the start-finish line first. He has been a lap here at Interstate.
Chuck Harper making a gutsy move on the outside, going the hard way. Running up on the outside of that Raven car. Harper takes the lead once again.
Well, Harper now has enough for the lead. He's down this little bit sideways, not a whole lot of traction there. He is still in a pretty good position to win here. He has to be side by side, 2 by 2, and finally Harper has the undisputed lead here as we come down to the final lap of this late model competition. And caution flags are out as Wilson gets a little bit sideways in turn number 2. Harper, number
Ed Snodderly, 7th Doug Hall, 8th is Doug Horton, 9th is Frank Wilson, and the 11th Rod Ravello. We're set to go, just a few laps to go, Tim.
Okay, again, just a few laps to go, and the green flag is out. Here comes Harper. Harper now has the car lane lead. He comes in and out of turn number 2. He's trying to get down on the inside. It's still Harper holding on to the road. Here comes Smith. Smith on the inside. Smith trying to take number 2 right away from Hitt. He does. Hitt going on to the outside. Meanwhile, Harper, the caution flag is out. Doug Hall going up again the inside retaining tire. And wow, Katie bar the door as Smith tried to...
Been shut out of victory circle. Let's see if he can win it here tonight and not play the bridesmaid position.
Can Hitt get around him? Here we go. Harper drops down on the gas. Hitt now on the inside, but it's Harper holds on to number 1 position. These 2 cars ahead. Hitt back into number 2 position. It is Smith back into number 3 line. 7th car holds on to number 4 position. 2 laps remaining. 2 laps remaining. Here comes Harper. Smith out on the gas. We're going to finish this one. Here's no question about it. Hitting out on the inside top of the ground. Harper, really good. I don't think so. And the number 00 car, the Triple H machine, and J-Rods. Engine's going to the far side. And number 0 Harper, Chuck Harper, will take his first win here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention now down the victory circle. How about a nice round of applause for Beverly, West Virginia, your feature winner, Chuck Harper, ladies and gentlemen. Chuck Harper, driving the J-Rods Vending, Triple H Construction Company, Budweiser, King of Beers, Performance Parts, McDonald's-sponsored car, picks up the win. Chuck, right over here, buddy. I tell you what, you earned this one tonight. I tell you what, congratulations, buddy. I tell you what, started in the back of the pack, worked his way up to 5th very quickly. When you got to 5th, I thought, well, maybe it's over. But I tell you what, the party was just beginning when you got to 5th.
They was giving me enough room to get on the bottom of them, but Timmy, I had to try him on the outside.
Well, you know, you worked your way up to 5th on the bottom. When you got to almost to Timmy and Mike Smith, when was the decision to go upstairs?
Well, they was kept the bottom block, so I had to go something. I just wouldn't try to follow them.
Well, I tell you what, the way that car worked on the top, buddy, you should have been up there long before, because, I mean, it stuck through turns 3 and 4. I thought you were heading over into Marion County a couple of times. Car really worked good, didn't it?
Yeah, that Rayburn car, it's a good car. Nice track tonight. Thank J-Rod, Performance Motors over Parsons, Maxon Salvage, McDonald's, Poling Repair, my dad.
Well, I tell you what, Chuck, you know, you started this season out at West Virginia Motor Speedway. You said, hey, we're down here getting some experience. We want to run pretty good. Congratulations, buddy, on a good run.
Thank you, Petey.
Chuck Harper, ladies and gentlemen. How about a nice round of applause for your feature winner, Chuck Harper, tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, Chuck has been out of victory circle here for a couple of years, and tonight he was not to be denied in this double.
The finish line he pulled off.